Can I make a viable Pokemon team if this wheel chooses which type of Pokemon I can use? Let's find out. This is the Type Roulette Challenge. Alright, so here's how the challenge is going to work. I've got that spin wheel here. With every Pokemon type listed on it, I'll spin the wheel 6 times, and each spin will determine one type of Pokemon I have to include on my team. No respins, no do-overs, whatever the wheel says goes. After all 6 types have been determined, I will build a team, use that team for 3 matches, and if I finish with a winning record, I will have won the challenge. If I finish with a losing record, I will release a shiny Pokemon for every loss that I have caught from my game. So let's get on with it and see which types I'm going to get. After all my spins, I ended up with some pretty good types. They are Water, Steel, Ghost, Bug, Fire, and Ground. My first task was to choose which restricted Pokemon I wanted to use. It is currently Regulation G, which allows the use of 1 restricted Pokemon per team. And I had some pretty good types to choose from. Kyogre, Zacian and Zamazenta, Lunala, Calyrex Shadow Rider, and Groudon are all strong Pokemon that fall under my type restrictions. I went to work testing out all of these strong Pokemon, but one stood out to me over the others, and that was Lunala, the Psychic and Ghost type. Lunala is a strong special attacker with a great HP stat and solid defenses. I gave Lunala the moveset of Moongeist Beam, Moonblast, Calm Mind to increase its special attack and special defense, and Protect, with the leftovers item to restore a little HP at the end of every turn, and a Terra type of Fairy to protect from the quadruple weakness of Ghost and Dark. With my Ghost type now selected, my next step was to find a way to make Lunala even more defensive, to give it an opportunity to set up with Calm Mind. A great way to do this is by setting up Reflect and Light Screen to reduce damage from a Pokemon with the Prankster ability, which gives priority to status moves. There are only a handful of Pokemon with the Prankster ability, and on top of that, I have type restrictions for this challenge, taking out most of the Pokemon. Sableye is a great candidate, however, it is a Ghost type, and I already have my Ghost type in Lunala. Volbeat and Illumise fit my type restrictions, but they only learn Light Screen. And then I finally find it. The Pokemon with the Prankster ability learns both Reflect and Light Screen, and fits my type restrictions, and that is Klefki, the Steel and Fairy type. I give Klefki the moveset of Reflect, Light Screen, Thunder Wave, and Dazzling Gleam for some chip damage, along with the Light Clay item to extend the duration of Reflect and Light Screen from 5 turns to 8, and a Terra type of Dark to prevent it from being taunted. With 2 types selected, I figure I should address the worst type I have to include on my team, and that is Bug. Bug is the worst type for 2 reasons. The first one is that Bug-type Pokemon traditionally have low stats. In fact, only 3 Bug-type Pokemon in this generation have a base stat total higher than 500. And the second is that Bug-type moves are resisted by a lot of other types. For my team, I chose probably the best Bug type created so far, and that is the Bug and Fire type Volcarona. Volcarona will be another of my main attackers with its high special attack stat. It also has a great ability in Flame Body, which has a 30% chance to burn an attacker when it makes physical contact. I gave it the moveset of Heat Wave, Quiver Dance to set up, Giga Drain to restore some lost health, and Protect, along with a Rocky Helmet and a Terra type of Grass to protect against the Water type. Water, Fire, and Ground remaining. I'd chosen a Fire type as soon as I had spun it. It was an easy choice. It's Incineroar. It's the ultimate support Pokemon with great typing, great stats, an incredible move pool, fake out support, and a great ability in Intimidate. It'll do a good job at supporting my attackers. With 2 Fire types on my team, I need to cover my weakness to Water types, and that's where Gastrodon comes in. It's not the strongest Pokemon, but it does protect my Fire type Pokemon from being hit with Water type moves, with its ability Storm Drain. I give Gastrodon the moveset of Icy Wind, Earth Power, Yawn for Disruption, and Recover, a Terra type of Fire to cover for its quadruple weakness to Grass, and Aya Papa Berry to give it some extra recovery. Ground is our final type, and there are very few Ground-type Pokemon being used right now. But keeping up with the theme of having pretty defensive Pokemon, I'm going to go with Ting-Lu. Ting-Lu has good stats defensively, and its ability, Festival of Ruin, helps with its pretty average special defense stat. I also give Tinglu the Assault Vest, which further increases its special defense. Tinglu is going to be as defensive as possible to try to land a Fissure or two. Fissure instantly knocks out the opposing Pokemon, but it only has a 30% chance to hit. I round out Tinglu's moveset with Stomping Tantrum, Snarl, and Ruination, and a Poison Terra type to resist grass and fighting attacks. Here we are with a final look at the team and their movesets. Rental code will be in the description below if you want to try the team out, along with a Pokepaste to see their EV spreads. Now let's get started and play some games. Alright, Cali Ice, Scrafty, Moongus, Raging Bolt, Urshifu, Chi-Yu. Oof. A Scrafty. I gotta go Incin here, just for fake out pressure. Taunt, I have a Taunt. To potentially, Chi-Yu. Man, I just don't really know what to do. I think this is what I'm gonna go with. It's a really passive lead, but taunt pressure will definitely be good against the Moongus and possibly Calyrex from setting up Trick Room, and Spores from a Moongus. I'm assuming that's probably a Water Urshifu. That would complete the Fire, Water, Grass core. I expect Chi-Yu to probably lead. Along with what? I don't know. But here we will find out. Scrafty Chi-Yu. Switch out Lunala, prevent, ooh, it's a dark, I forgot about it being dark as well. Ooh, Scrafty coming in. Or Scrafty switching out. We'll set up a light screen. Heat Wave, as expected. Misses Lunala, keeps that Shadow Shield intact. I'm going to Calm Mind here. The question is if that Chi-Yu is Scarfed. You would think it would be since it didn't protect. If that's the case, I'm going to protect just in case. And bring out Gastrodon. Yeah, it's gotta be Scarfed. Am I thinking they're gonna go into Scrafty because I can Moonblast this slot? Or I can try to set up here. I expect the last one to definitely be Calyrex Ice Rider. I'm going to take the opportunity to set up and yawn whatever is coming in. Alright, we're +1 special attack and +1 special defense here. Along with the light screen, so we're pretty bulky now. Gonna Volt Switch in. And who's coming back in? Scrafty. So yeah, I could have went with the Moonblast here like I thought it would be. But we're going to make it drowsy with a yawn. I'm going to just protect here and then bring an Earth Power on Chi-Yu. I expect it, I don't expect it to, but it definitely could try to go for like a knockoff or something here to just get the knockout. So I want to be careful, be wary of that, and I'm going to try to get damage on Chi-Yu. Ooh, it withdrew Chi-Yu. What's coming in here? Cali Ice, Raging Bolt. So it'll be a super effective hit on the Raging Bolt, so. Ooh, a double switch. I coulda Calm Minded again. Ooh, that's not great damage. I'll heal up a little bit with Lunala, get closer to that Shadow Shield. Alright, here I want to Moongeist, and I am going to try to Earth Power, see if I can get a knockout here. Calyrex could protect and a Volt Switch from Raging Bolt to get a Chi-Yu in. A yawn into... That's probably the optimal play. A yawn into a Raging Bolt probably was a better play. But I did not think of that in time. Or another thought that I would have is that they would Terra the Calyrex, probably. Yeah. Fire. So, with the Moongeist Beam and Earth Power, it should, I hope, KO. Ooh, maybe not. I expected that to do more damage. Ooh, Draco into the Gastro. Ooh. Glacial Lance. It's faster than Gastrodon. I didn't expect that. We'll bring in the Ensign here. Clear Amulet, as expected. We're gonna Moonblast and just fake out Calyrex here. Chi-Yu coming in. Alright, so my next turn I'm going to Terra. We're going to Terra the Lunala here with the Moongeist. I gotta go for the Moongeist because it's more powerful. And yeah, I have to. I can't risk Calyrex getting an attack off. And I can try to parting shot here. Alright, Terra Fairy Lunala here. No switch out, so this should hopefully Snarl. But hopefully with the special defense drop from Chi-Yu, hopefully this will still be enough to take out Calyrex. If not, it's game over. Boom. Nice. Alright, we'll go back into our only option, Klefki. Slowly gaining some HP back with Lunala. Chi-Yu is just gonna keep snarling here, so Scrafty coming out. Dazzling and Moonblast. I went into the Scrafty just in case to cover for Focus Sash on Scrafty. Scrafty, what an interesting pick. You don't ever see it, really. It's not the best Intimidate user. Withdrew Chi-Yu, that's cool. It did have Fake Out. I thought it could learn Fake Out, but I didn't know for sure. Alright, our light screen wore off, so we can... I'm gonna Calm Mind again just to keep that, get that special defense up. Ooh, I wonder if it has, like, Poison Jab or something. I don't know Scrafty's moveset at all, so it is kind of like a wild card here. But I feel like I should have protected just to cover for it having a surprise move that I wouldn't think about. And I don't have Reflect up, so that could have been a game-losing play by me. Alright, please don't have anything surprising, Scrafty. Thunderbolt. Not much. Knockoff. Ooh, you went into... Went into the, Klefki, which is surprising. Alright, I'm gonna Moonblast the Raging Bolt here. Probably will Thunderclap. And Dazzle. The Dazzle should Thunderclap. Ooh. He Thunderclap the Klefki. Should have reflected. Anyway, this will knock Raging Bolt out. I expect a knockoff from a Super Fang. Either way, I can bring an Incineroar, pick out the Chi-Yu, knock out the Chi-Yu, and then go after Scrafty. Also, I can get Intimidate with it. Lower that attack. Lunala should survive a hit from the Scrafty. Just fake out. And Moonblast. Oh, they cancel. Game 1. A win. Alright. 1 win away from winning the challenge. Game number 2 here. Entei, Chien Pao, Raging Bolt, Koraidon, Fluttermane, and King Gambit. Chien Pao, Entei, I kind of expect some extreme speed stuff. Lunala's good for that. Koraidon sets up the sun for Raging Bolt and Fluttermane. Top 4, I think, and that's what we're gonna go with. I don't know, I'm really worried about the Koraidon, obviously. It could be put on a lot of good offensive pressure. Especially with a Fire Terra into, you know, my Volcarona. King Gambit and Entei. Set up a Reflect, and just go for a Quiver Dance. Expect King Gambit to either switch out or Terra here. Maybe even go for his Swords Dance Sucker Punch. Not a great lead on my part, but this is kind of a difficult matchup. Can go in, Entei can get neutral damage on Volcarona, which you King Gambit, kind of like I expected. Raging Bolt coming in. Alright. Got the burn. Ooh, Life Orb. I think I'm just gonna keep trying to set up the Volk here. I mean, not doing any meaningful damage to these anyway, so I got a Reflect set up at least. Intimidate's not going to do anything to Entei, obviously, because it's inner focus. But it should be able to take a Sacred Fire just fine. Ooh, Extreme Speed. Oh, I can't burn, it's a fire type, I forgot. But we get some chip damage with that Rocky Helmet. We'll take that. Knock off here and protect. I expect Raging Bolt to probably switch out here. Yeah. I mean, it's -2. What is it gonna do? King Gamut coming back out. What do we got from Entei here? Probably an Extreme Speed. Ooh, Stomping. Knock off Entei. I want to prevent that from going for a Swords Dance. I expected a Terra here from it. You wouldn't have sent it back out unless you were tearing it. Ooh, Extreme Speed Sucker Punch. Ooh, Entei. To normal. Ooh, is that gonna be... yeah, Extreme Speed Sucker Punch, I guess. Yeah. And then the Sucker. Yeah. Good play. Ooh, I survived! Bring him in with the Heat Wave! Boomin'! Double KO. Clutch survival by Volk there. And their Terra is now gone. So now we got Koraidon and the Raging. Ugh. Raging Bolt's definitely gonna probably Thunderclap into the Volk to try to get that out, and then a Collision Course is definitely coming in. Yeah. Collision Course will definitely KO. Ooh, it Flare Blitzed. Wow. Did not expect that at all. Knock off the Clear Amulet. I can bring Volk back in. I definitely want to bring Volk back in. Get some more chip damage on that. Potentially burn it as well, and then the game's just over. But, getting that Clear Amulet off and getting some Intimidates on it will definitely... Oh, I already had Reflect up. I didn't know that. Alright, probably... Oh, I didn't have Light Screen, did I? Well, that's my fault for checking. Get some chip damage on it. Boom! Get that burn! Awesome. Ooh, you Thunderbolted. That's fine. I could have reflected, that would have been a good idea, but... Koraidon is no longer a threat due to the burn. It's also going to get an Intimidate here. And Terra Lunala into... Do I even want a Terra Lunala? I have to because of, Actually... We're gonna fake out here. We're not gonna quite Terra yet. Just because I don't want to get a... Or if it does try to Collision Course me, it's just, you know, just a countermeasure. I expected to Flare Blitz. Ooh, it Collision Coursed into Incin. How much damage will it do? Probably still a good amount. Ah! We can heal back from Citrus. We'll get our Calm Mind. Boost here. And yeah, this game's over. At least it should be. But what a good switch in to get the Koraidon burned and also a little bit more chip damage. That totally sealed up the game for us. Terra Fairy here with Lunala. Launch a Moonblast into the Raging Bolt. Thunderclap, you're not doing much. Flare Blitz, you're not doing much. Ooh, we even get that special attack drop. To really make matters worse, doesn't matter anyway. We get the KO with knockoff. And 2-0. We win. We win the challenge. We win the challenge. We'll still do a game 3. But yeah, usually I have times where I struggle against Koraidon when they just Terrifier, do insane amounts of damage. Very bad that they Flare Blitzed. They obviously read me trying to switch out into something because they Flare Blitzed the Incin. Allowed me to get the knock out that Clear Amulet, get an Intimidate on it, also get a burn on it with Volcarona's Flame Body, and that was probably one of the better matches I've ever had against Koraidon. So we'll take those wins. Alright, our final game here, game 3. Remember, I have already won 2 games, so I have won the challenge. So even if I lose, I do not have to release a shiny. Anyway, we have Iron Bundle, Iron Valiant, Miraidon, Iron Hands, a Meowscarada, and a Chi-Yu. Klefki Volk here. Go for our usual setup into Gastro, and I'm just gonna go with Ting-Lu. Just bring a totally like passive team, totally passive besides Volk here. I mean, Ting-Lu is it's built to be totally bulky. It's built to knock out Pokemon with Fissure. So it's not super offensive, has Ruination, but we'll give it a try here. Iron Valiant and Iron Bundle paired with Miraidon. You don't really see that. Iron Bundle has kind of fallen off just because of the terrain war with like Rillaboom. Anyway, Gastrodon's probably going to be the Terra. It is Terrifier with that Storm Drain ability, so... They're going for a Terra. Probably... Yeah, Terra Electric Miraidon. It's probably Spaxel, probably Volt Switch. Yeah, Electro Drift. The old Klefki. Oof. We're going for it. We got a light screen set up. We're gonna try to set up with Volca here a little bit. Hopefully they Electro Drift back into the... Yeah, I expected probably an Encore. It's probably gonna freeze dry in here. We'll bring in the Tinglu. Hopefully this, well, it's not gonna give me a... Not gonna give me a, whatever. It's not going to give me a special attack boost with Storm Drain if it's gonna freeze dry me, right? Yeah. Ooh, Draco. It's not Specs. That did nothing. As expected, being -2, you know, or, yeah, -2 special attack, what's it gonna do? Ooh, the old Meowscarada. Oh, thank you. Go with the old Icy Wind. Alright, the electricity's gone. Booster energy and... Booster energy and the old... Whatevs. With the Quark Drive, usually you want to run Focus Sash if you're going to use the electric terrain with Miraidon, so that's a little interesting to see. Wonder what item the Miraidon is also, if it's not Choice Specs. Assuming it's Miraidon coming back in. Ooh, Iron Hands is the last one. Fake out Volcarona, please, and get burned. I would love that right now. Oh, you're gonna try to wild charge me. Burn that. Ooh, a sword stance. Well, here's hoping. Oh, that's where I wanted to Oh no, never mind. I already terra'd Gastron. What am I thinking? Ooh, I survived. If I get a burn here. Burn on Iron Hands. Oh, come on. And it's Citrus Buried. Interesting. Nice. Not nice. My team's light screen wore off. I think this one's probably a loss. For some reason, they don't try to... Yeah. They tried to Electro Drift into Gastrodon for some reason. Which I didn't expect them to, but... They get a double KO this turn. I can't Thunder Wave either of these, obviously, so I can't slow them down. I can Reflect, though. But it's going to heal a lot of damage. Tinglu's going to take a lot of damage with the Drain Punch here. If only I had the Terra Poison. Well, I think we got to try to just Fissure and Reflect. The old Volt Switch. Alright, give me all you got with your Drain Punch here. Ooh, the Meowscarada. Forgot, ooh, it does so much. Come on, Tinglu. Alright, that's the end of that one. We finished 2-1. We still won the challenge. Overall, we did good. We did good. There we have it. We finished this challenge with a victory. If you want to try the team, use the rental code. I had a lot of fun building it and using it. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.